A coward dies 1,000 deaths. A soldier dies but once.
Victorious, Victoria
Welcome one and all, this is Blaezer RTW, hope you are well. I'm actually pretty good today. The last week I've not been great. I did a load of recording. I did, 6 or 7 of them on the trot, and if you ever use Fraps, you'll know how much memory that takes up. My microphone didn't pick up any of it, and I didn't check any of them, so I just went through recording them all one after the other, and none of my voice came up, which might have been a blessing rather than a curse, but not the way I see it. So, and then when that sort of thing happens and you have to go over something straight away and you sort of lose the buzz about it a little bit, so I wasn't really feeling up for it for the last week, so I decided to play a little bit more. I had a few good blips over the weekend, although I've just been so busy at work. My form has been a bit patchy, so there we go. Right, so this is a 31k Carthage versus Macedon. I'm Carthage, posing Annie, who was in the last 1v1. I should have put them one after the other, really, but there you go, what can you do now? And it's not really great by me by any stretch of the imagination. I don't think you can see. I've not really... I think this will probably be the first time I've used pikes in a 31k, but it'd be interesting to see, where I start from and where I get to in the next however long it takes. I'm still not great with them, but probably a little bit better than I will be here. You can see what he's done is he's sent 2 pikes around and split his cav, and what I've done is I thought he was going to obviously come in and try and hit me from push his infantry up and hit me from the sides with those 2. So I pulled 2 spears out each side to protect my flank, but he just completely bypassed him, so now he's effectively got on each side 3 cav and 2 pikes against my 3 cav, although I'm going to try and hammer and anvil these ones, but I'm very much in the old putting fires out at the moment. So that was a nice little move by Macedon there, caught me off guard. You can see what I've done with the 2 that I was flanking, though. I'm going to give him a bit of a taste of his own medicine, because I think my infantry should beat his infantry, because it'll all be ridiculously upgraded. I need to watch out for my slingers. I guess they'll be targeting some of these. You can see I'm not particularly doing amazingly on this back bit. I think he's pretty much taken out all my cav, but it's not a complete disaster. Although I've lost all my cav, obviously against pikes it's not as useful as it is against Rome. I've still got one lot of spears here that are just going to try and hold their ground a bit. They're quite full, but they're out of formation. Here he comes. He's going to come and take out my slingers now. Am I going to use my general to sort of keep him at bay? I won't be able to anyway, because he should be able to split his cav up. You can see he's rushed his infantry away from mine. It's probably not a bad idea on his part. Keep him out of the way. Clear up everything else he can from there. I mean, to be honest with you, he's not got any archers. Quite unusual. Usually you bring archers at least just to cover your pikes, your own pikes, if you see what I mean. He doesn't need to, though. He's got the run on me. I might be able to do a little bit of damage though. He's gone for my general. If my general was facing the right way, I could actually be taking some of him out. I am, so that's not too bad. Should have taken a few out there. Yeah, his cav's definitely been thinned out. The 2 pikes he sent flanking, he's taken as well. I'm pulling my units back. It's all very messy. It's like in CWB when you get pulled apart by a skirmish army. Not that this was a skirmish army, but I'm just saying the way my troops are now reminds me very much of how the late game in CWB goes, where I've got my infantry but I haven't got any cav or that left, and they're all all over the place, not in like nice ranks, if you see what I mean. All his infantry's nice and close together. He's going to run all his pikes in. The numbers might actually rout my general just from the fact that they've run to him. So it's definitely not the greatest by me. I know there is a lot more micro to pikes than there is pikes and spears than there is to obviously have in Rome. Look at this guy. So he's doing really well what you should do, which is if you're not going to do like a blob attack and ram them all in a big square so that there's no entry points, you want to be coming around the sides and the flanks and trying to dig into the sides of engaged units. I'm not doing it, I'm just come to back my general up. He's just routed anyway, so oh yeah, there he goes, he's dead. I don't think he was in phalanx as well. I mean, it'll take me ages. I still keep on forgetting, you know, to reset the phalanxes and just, you know, target the next person sometimes, and then you get caught out. Yeah, so you can see I'm gonna try and have a dig. You never know. I know he's got some cav left, but I'm just counting up the spears. I got one going into his side there, so it wouldn't surprise me if I actually win that little tussle there, because both of his are going into mine. He's going to hammer and anvil the back of these spears, quite a few left. They held out quite well though. This guy's on the side, he's not doing a lot. Yeah, you can see Mastodons are in a big square, almost the other way to what you would have them. You see this guy's really thinly spread out, 2 or 3 men deep. This guy's like 12 or 15 deep and only 8 across, if you see what I mean. And what he'll be able to do is just push through straight through the centre of mine. So I think that's the way you do it if you are, you know, phalanx on phalanxes. You want to have them more like this than like this guy up here. My guy who's just about to get charged, is he? No. Because they'll be able to push their way through the centre. Yeah, I think it's only a matter of time now, and like I said, it was good to see what Matey Boy done there. I might actually try that next time. Next time I'm playing in pikes, is just send 2 around the side and completely bypass them and go straight for the cab and see how that goes. You can see I've got quite a lot surrounding his general at the moment. If I can rout him, that might actually make a little bit of a difference. I doubt it though, but oh yeah, he did run. Yeah, there he is. He's gone. So I've won as we look at it the right. He's winning the left, although my guys have been getting hammer and anviled and they've been just holding up. I don't know if it'd be enough. I'm getting some pikes in the way of that charge. That should be his cav gone now, which wasn't really doing a lot anyway, but you know, just for the annoyance factor. He's looking to come in for the surround. There you go. He's coming straight into the back of that unit. I've managed to catch up with him and just block him off. That my guy's routed anyway, just because 2 units come around the side and sketched him out. I don't know what this guy's doing here. He should be. I was thinking there might have been. Oh, I got some slingers there, have I? Yeah, so I'm making a bit more of a meal of it than, you know, or he's making more of a meal of it, depending what way you look at it. I would have thought I would have crumbled by now, but I seem to be sticking up a good job. I'm probably just, you know, I should have admitted, but, you know, it's how else do you sort of practice the end game? I know you're going to lose, but, you know, how else do you practice unless you actually see it through? I am rushing my slingers across now. If I could get them around the back, I might be able to do some damage. This guy might hold up this guy at the end. I don't think this guy's going to hold up the 3. One of my guys is just routed on the side. One of his is just routed. So I am firing at some of them. Probably that guy who just routed there. Yeah, when you watch it on double speed, you can see like the Sacred Band are tearing through him, but I think that's just because I'm on the angle too. You see he's backing up. He knows that guy's going to go, so he wants to make sure that he doesn't get done. This guy's routing as well. Yeah, my slingers will come around the back, so they're going to be firing into the side of this guy. Oh. My guy's out of phalanx. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing there. I guess I've clicked on this guy, but that's that. So it wouldn't surprise me if I admit defeat. Oh no, it doesn't look like I'm going to, because the timer's still quite long. Okay, right. I guess it's because those guys come back from routing up there at the end. How many is it? 40. And I've got some slingers, so I need to make sure I get set up in my phalanx, which I just about did. Oh yeah, he's dropping like a stone. There goes that. Ah, and that was pretty close. So the moral there is never give up, but then it is annoying sometimes when, you know, it's all done and dusted and you just can't carry on with another game. But yeah, you know, more than luck by anything else, but you know, just doggedness, which is how it often goes sometimes. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the pike sort of you know, evolve my pike play from there in 31k. So yeah, good game to make, boy. See you later.